The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. And Detroit getting set to go now. And Goff going to look to throw right away. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down.
Having someone like T.J. Hockenson as your starting tight end makes you feel good as an organization because he finds ways to get open and gives his quarterback a reliable safety net over the middle or even to the edges. Case in point there, that play for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Throwing again is Goff. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Goff. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with a connection to T.J. Hockenson. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Lawrence to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now this looks like a roughing call. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Here's Goff. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
2nd and 2. Draw play, ETN. And some space here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
It was certainly a tumultuous 2nd season for James Robinson through no fault of his own. But through all the noise, he just kept producing. Went over 760 yards and actually scored 1 more touchdown than he did as a rookie.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Taken down at the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On third down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Now a toss for Swift left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 16. Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. That is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Swift split carries down the middle with Jamal Williams in 2021, but he's one of Detroit's busiest players in the passing game. He caught 62 passes, 2nd on the team, and 4th among NFL running backs. His showing could convince the Lions to make him their RB1.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They'll try the air now with Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Again, Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Goff now looks to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Goff throwing again.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff over the middle, hauled in by Sharp.
And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing again is Goff. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Gone. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
Shifts past him at the 45. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd down and 5. Lawrence will throw.
He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
From the 25 on 2nd down,
Lawrence.
and this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be 1st down Lions. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss to Swift.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Goff.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, they dialed up the screen there, hoping that convoy of blockers could get out in front and get them enough yardage for the 1st down, but they were able to get there before he got to the sticks.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Here's Lawrence.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So after that 60, now kick situation for giving a punt away from the 20. It's taken to the 26. And Detroit getting set to go now.
They put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's a little bit of rough go times. They punt the football, a ton of ball games that could go down the drive. So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing run out there? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I feel it. They don't want to see the punt again. And frankly, the punters are midfield. So still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference as we begin the fourth quarter play. And it's going to take Christmas midfield in Jacksonville territory. Tax made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. Shifts by him, and he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. To throw is Goff. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 11.
Now Lawrence.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. He'll take it at the 42. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift.
And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 33.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Williams surprised many in the league when he stayed in division and went from Green Bay to Detroit. He certainly adjusted quickly to his new home, putting up a career-best 601 yards, teaming with DeAndre Swift in the Lions' backfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Goff.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
They'll try to run with Swift.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
83 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.